Leza live on the radio, on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Happy Thursday, everybody. Or are we calling it Friday Eve morning?
I don't know. Which one makes you feel better?
Friday Eve morning makes me feel better.
Okay, that's what we're going with today. Whatever
right.
makes you feel
thank
really good.
you. Thank you. Is there a reason for that?
No.
Are you calling me crabby or something this morning?
You just admitted that you're not feeling well, so I'm like,
well,
we got to make her feel
yes.
okay.
I am not responsible for anything I say or do. I am under the influence of Advil, cold, and sinus this morning.
Well, I'm glad I'm sitting next to you.
Well, I'll breathe this way.
I don't know if that'll help.
Here's some Lysol. All right?
Oh, thanks. Perfect.
Yeah, I won't look at you this morning.
Can I spray it at you then?
Well, no, don't spray it at me. But maybe if you feel like you need to spray it around you, that would work for me.
Okay.
But I woke up kind of feeling a little yucky, a little bit of just a blah, but it's probably because I left it all on the golf course last night. I tell you what, guess who topped the leaderboard in Spark Golf again last night?
Scott Dandos?
Close. His partner in crime. Yeah, I came in first again. Isn't that exciting?
That's great.
I know, so much fun. Made me feel so great. So, I put it all out there, par, birdie, par, whatever. I don't know, but it was a lot of fun out there at the Antelope Hills Golf Course. We kick it off at 5 and we wrap it up right around 7, right when the sun's getting ready to go down. So tons of fun. And the weather was perfect, Drew. Thank you for that. It was nice and breezy out there and just gorgeous.
Yep. Well, I'm glad it worked for you. That's more important than anything else.
Thank you. Do we still have rain in the forecast for today?
Yes, we do.
Okay, tell us.
Hopefully coming towards the latter part of the afternoon.
Yeah, okay.
But it won't be, like they said, it won't be part of the monsoon.
Right, it's just a spring
just
shower.
like a spring rain. But the percentage went up. It used to be, 10 to 15. Now it's 15 to 20.
Woo!
So let's hope by the afternoon it heats up enough to give some more moisture and we'll get some rain out of it.
All right, I'm down for some rain. How about you, Matt?
Pass.
Pass on the rain.
It's gonna make
Come
weeds
on.
grow. I don't want any more weeds in my yard.
It's make the weeds grow. Are you kidding
They're already
me?
really bad, and I haven't been able to get to them.
Don't you have a weed whacker?
I do, but I need that little elusive thing called time.
Time.
Oh, okay.
Time. Yeah. Well, I know some landscapers that will come on out and take care of those weeds.
For a price.
For a price, yeah. But, you got to take care of that.
Minor pittance for a man of your stature, Matt.
Clearly, Drew's not paying attention.
I love it. Well, I am down for some rain. Absolutely. Bring it on. If it will help, we should all go out and wash our cars.
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Right. Mine could use a little washy poo.
Maybe I should plan for a bike ride for sure.
There you go.
See?
Plan for a bike ride. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like a plan. I'm ready for some rain. That would just feel great. Got to let you guys know that today is National Sewing Machine Day, celebrating the invention of it back in 1832. Did you know sales of sewing machines went up more than 20% during the first few months of the pandemic? That makes sense, right? People were stuck at home. Might as well pick up a new hobby or an old one. And by 2022, we'd completely given up on making our own pants. Short-lived.
Too much work.
Yeah, lots of work when you can go out and buy some fast fashion. I'm just saying. But what do you?
Fast fashion.
Fast fashion, it's like fast
is
food.
that
It's
Walmart?
cheap. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Walmart, Target,
I was going to say, where else do you buy clothes? That's where I go.
You go to Walmart?
Yeah.
The Walmart?
The Walmart.
Yeah,
yep.
Nice. Okay, very good. Well, yeah, no, I don't.
when I'm feeling special occasion-y, I'll
You'll go
bump
to
it up
Target?
to Target.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it. I
yeah.
love it. I'll purchase from Target. I love Target, actually, for all things. All things fun. It is World Softball Day. You got to love a sport where you can theoretically still play with a beer in one hand. I know you would appreciate that.
Of course.
Yes. Did you know softball was invented in Chicago on Thanksgiving Day in 1887? The very first softball wasn't even a ball. Do you know what it was?
Something soft?
Something soft. Want to take a guess? No?
I got no guesses.
Okay. It was a boxing glove. Yeah. Two buddies started throwing at each other to kill time, and one of them grabbed a stick and hit the next pitch. Someone yelled play ball, and the first softball game ever took place right then and there.
Wouldn't have been play glove?
Well,
Because they're throwing gloves at each other?
Thank goodness they didn't say play glove, right? That just does not sound right.
That just sounds
Doesn't
wrong
sound
on too many
right.
levels.
Yep, it's International Axe Throwing Day. Have to say, I've never thrown an axe. I bet you have, Drew. He's done it all.
You should throw an axe. It's a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
I bet it is. And now they have places where you can go and do it, like,
Yeah. And
for
they
fun.
teach you it's not hard. If you have a problem throwing an axe, you probably shouldn't be driving a car.
Well,
you know?
I have a problem throwing, period.
No, this is easy.
Are you
this
sure?
isn't like throwing a baseball.
What about, I have like a dartboard, and it's like Velcro darts, and I can't even. The dartboard is huge.
Okay, so
I have some issues.
when you throw the axe, make sure everybody's behind you.
Okay. Have you thrown an axe?
Yes, I have.
You have, and
Yep.
did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
beans. Third game of the Stanley Cup Finals tonight. Did you know that there are more than 2,500 miles between Edmonton and South Florida, making this the longest distance of any championship played in North American sports history? And Drew's team is up 2-0 in the series. So our Oilers need to bring it tonight.
They need to step it up.
I'll be watching. I'll be cheering them on. Hey, tomorrow, we always look forward to Fridays for lots of different things, but especially for free food for us on Friday mornings via Barry Barb. And I looked ahead to see what tomorrow's designation is, and it is Strawberry Shortcake Day.
Or do you think he's going to make up for missed National Donut Day?
Oh, yeah. He's done donuts so many times. You're hoping he does.
I love a good donut.
You don't want strawberry shortcake. It's too healthy. It's health
It's
food, right?
way too healthy.
At least he's consistent.
Exactly. So, how bad could it be? We'll have to see.
Well,
Tomorrow.
anything that comes from Barry, I'm sure is delightful.
Oh, fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yes, and we missed him because he was off last week. So we'll be happy to welcome Barry back tomorrow.
He was on assignment, right?
He was on assignment.
That's what it's
yes,
called.
Yes. And you will be reviewing what movie for us tomorrow?
Inside Out Part 2.
Inside Out Part 2. Is that the children's?
It's a kids movie.
The kids
Yep.
movie. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That'll be a lot of fun. Awesome.
Hopefully.
So this is weird. There's got to be something in the water near Cooper High School in South Florida. How else do you explain 14 sets of twins and 1 set of triplets graduating in the same class?
Yeah, that's
Definitely
X-Men?
something in the water. What?
Yeah, mutants.
Mutants,
X-Men.
yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I would wonder what the statistics would be on that.
I
It's
think-
got to be unbelievable.
Yeah, the school thinks it's a new record for the most doubles graduating at once. The principal handed out the diplomas and said it was a headache keeping all those kids and names and faces straight. That's a lot. That's a lot of twins, man. This is interesting. A book about book bans has been banned in Florida. Again, Florida. Florida's making all the news this morning. Did you catch that? A book about book bans has been banned.
I'm just like, are
Follow
you not
me.
surprised? It's Florida. I mean,
Right?
it's Florida.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Well, it's a children's book called Ban This Book, and it's being removed from every library in the Indian River County School District. It's about a 4th grader who starts a secret library for banned books after her favorite read was also banned. Apparently, the real life school board doesn't want that giving the kids any ideas, so they banned it. Isn't that stupid?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Stupidity.
Can't fix stupid.
Nope, sure can't. A rare white buffalo was born in Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, and the Lakota tribe says it's actually sacred. I've seen a picture of it. Did you see it? It's pretty cool. The tribe's legend says that the birth of a white buffalo means that better times are on the way. Thank the Lord above.
Let's hope we get more white ones.
Right. A ceremony celebrating the calf will take place in the park on June 26th. A white bison calf was also born in Wisconsin in 1994. Somebody look back and see how we did in 1994. Did things get better or worse?
I don't remember much of 94.
No,
I
you
was too young.
you were just a baby.
Yep.
Do you want more stories? Because I've got them.
I do. I
Okay.
want so many more.
Okay. This is some sad news. Pour one out for Maury Markoff. He was America's oldest living man. He lived 111 years and 143 days before suffering a life-ending stroke. Before that, he was sharp as a tack. He even wrote a daily blog from his home in L.A. He was such a mental rarity that he donated his brain for research on what's known as super aging.
All right.
Drew could do that.
super aging?
Yeah, he could donate his brain to science.
Nobody wants my brain. Trust me on this one.
Oh, no, science definitely wants.
Science definitely
Yes,
for
wants
sure.
your
So
brain.
they can figure out how to make sure that nobody else gets a brain like that.
Well, the bigger question is how old do you really want to live? I mean, 111, that sounds miserable.
Well, if you've got it going on upstairs, 111 would do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, people start to falter around. How old are you, Drew?
That was
I'm
mean.
totally kidding. You know I am.
I know.
You can poke at me anytime you want. I can handle it.
Okay.
Okay. He's like,
But
yeah.
I'm not going to do that. You know.
Just don't tease me about the air conditioning, okay?
The air conditioning is a very serious topic here at KYCA.
It really is. It really is. Amongst the women, anyway, right? No, but you know I'm teasing you.
I know that.
Yes, I would say.
And I don't care.
I know you don't care. I would say if you've got all your faculties and you still have mobility, I mean, bring it on. It's when you start to fade and you're not quite there and you're not feeling great.
But if you're starting to fade, how would you
How would you
know
even know?
anyways?
Yeah, a good question. Will you let me know, Matt?
Sure, as
Okay.
I start to
Well,
fade.
I'm sure somebody will let us know. for
Somebody
free.
will let Leza know for sure. Jason will say, "You're out.
Yep.
You're out." Okay, who needs the Nathan's hot dog eating contest anyway? You guys heard about that, right? Joey Chestnut was banned from the big 4th of July Nathan's. You look like you're surprised.
I am.
You
I'm-
didn't hear about this? This was all over the news yesterday and the day before. Yeah, and you know why he was banned? Because he took a sponsorship by one of those meatless hot dog companies.
Oh, that
yeah.
he should be banned.
Yeah, right. Well, Netflix to the rescue. They have agreed to go and do a competitive head-to-head Kobayashi Chestnut hot dog eating showdown on Netflix. And it's going to take place on Labor Day. So
Ought to be interesting.
I do not want to see that. I mean, nothing about that is intriguing to me. It makes me sick to my stomach.
No wonder our subscriptions keep going up
I
in
know,
price. I mean,
right?
how many hot dogs are they going to have to buy?
I know. I
mean-
know. Good question.
Ugh.
That and the Tom Brady roast. You know,
Right. Oh,
they,
that
they,
was
they paid a
insane.
pretty penny for
Yeah.
that one. Did you ever watch it?
No, I have
No.
not watched it yet. I need time to
Yeah, I know. He needs time.
watch
We're
stuff.
just blessed that he has time to sit in here with us an
No,
hour a
this
day.
very
this is
fortunate.
good.
This is good.
it's
That
the
he blessed us with his presence.
Well, we're just happy. We're happy that we have you.
Well, like last night, like instead of sitting at home and
Oh, right. You went to
eating
the comedy
dinner
show?
and watching TV, yeah, I went to the comedy show.
Well, please tell us
And-
how it
Yeah,
was.
how was Matt?
And everybody was like, "Where's Leza? Leza should be here." And I'm like, she's tired.
I
and
was on the
she's-
golf course.
She's on the golf
I was-
course, and
I was leading the board, babe. I can't just drop everything.
I mean, I think you should for a comedy show.
I know.
But it was really nice.
Was it
I don't
nice?
want to speak ill of Elks and Liz, but that venue was really
Was
nice.
it really nice? I've never been in that venue. Tell us
it's the
about
first
it.
time I've been there. It's,
That's the Prescott Valley Performing Arts Theater next
yeah,
to Finley
next
Toyota
to
Center.
Finley Toyota, yeah.
And
It was wonderful. It was really nice. The only thing is it doesn't have the, not yet, at least from what I've heard,
yeah.
raising money for the children that Liz does, selling
Oh.
beverages.
Oh, they didn't have any beverages.
They had water
So was
and
it still
snacks
funny?
and
Was it
things.
still funny?
Yes.
Did you still laugh?
I did, yes. The headliner, Nick Hoff, was absolutely incredible. There was
Oh.
a little bit of a smaller crowd because the show was put together kind of last
right,
minute,
right.
which was fine. And Nick did crowd work almost the whole time. It
Yeah.
was so good.
I
he
love
was so
that.
funny.
How was Santos? Was he funny?
Santos, he had his good
Moments.
stuff. Yeah, he always does well. And
Yeah.
then JC I think was trying out a couple new things, which I enjoyed.
Yeah, you think
And-
they?
Yeah, and then Brian Kahatsu was the fourth comic, and he came up and he did 10 minutes and headed back down to the valley. So
Love it. Okay, well, good
yeah,
to know.
I recommend it.
Yeah.
I recommend it. That was the very first show at that venue. They're going to try and turn it into monthly shows there.
Nice.
Just to have comedy out in Prescott Valley and not just in Prescott.
Well,
so
I love that, and I love that you went and could report back to us.
it was a lot of fun. I
Good.
highly recommend it. Very reasonably priced.
Yeah,
The seats were really comfortable.
What,
Plenty
free?
of room.
maybe for you,
I'm
because you're
not gonna-
VIP.
I mean,
know.
of course, I'm
I
an
know.
important person.
I know. I
or
know.
at least that's what people tell me.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Good. I'm glad you had a great time. All right. So I have one more story that we need to talk about. What are you sick of people trying to convince you is great? Is there something that comes to your mind other than the two running for president this year. I mean, that comes straight to my mind. But are there other things that people are trying to tell you, this is great, you got to try this. This is great. Like exercise. Exercise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exercise is awful. How dare
Exercise
you.
is on the list. It's number 2. Joan Rivers once joked, the first time I see a jogger smiling, I'll consider it. They always look like they're in pain, right? What were you going to say?
The meatless
Whatever
the
hamburger, the Impossible Burger.
The Impossible,
Did you
there
ever try
go.
one? Did you ever try?
No, I'm scared to.
You should try
that's
one.
An insane amount of chemicals.
Well, yeah, it's not good for you, but it is not bad. I've had it, and it tastes good. It tastes like a burger.
Well,
I'm
but
just saying.
they're really pushing that now. They even
They
have their
are.
own ads for
Yeah.
Impossible hot dogs and Impossible
Yeah.
meatballs and
The meatless meat, I mean, it's like, why bother? You know what I really love is Annie's veggie burgers. You put them in the air fryer, and they don't taste like burger, but they taste amazing. And so if you're going to go meatless, you might as well go veggie and not try to do something that's plant-based and tastes like meat.
I just feel that they are pushing it and trying to say it's healthy, and I don't think it is. I think
Yeah.
it's possibly worse for you because it's all
Yeah, I
made
think
up.
that they
It's
have found
fake.
that to be the truth, that they're
Yeah.
not good. They're not good, better for you.
no.
What do you want to say?
I was going to say, when you can't pronounce most of the items
Yeah.
that are in there because you just don't know what they are,
Right.
that's kind of my clue. Like, I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah. Is there something that you're tired of people trying to convince you is great?
Well, I agree with you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
about the political.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
You know.
we don't have much of a choice there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just kind of let it go.
Yeah. On the list, it says Stanley mugs. I've got one in my hand right now. But I got to tell you, I love the Stanley mug. They were gifted to me. I didn't quite understand what the big deal was. But you drink a lot more water because, for one, it has a handle. And for 2, it's got a straw. And it's 40 ounces. So 2 of these, and you've done your dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you've done your due diligence. You've done your deed.
I was gonna say
So you can fit a full 40 in there, huh?
The-
All right.
A full 40, baby.
Full 40.
I was trying to say sure it's water in quotations.
It is. It's water. Yeah. All right. Well, and somebody else said starting a business. Some people aren't meant to be business owners, and they don't mind a boring, stable gig working for the man. That's me for sure. I mean, we own a business, but that's Scott's deal. He's in charge over there. Well, kind of.
And he works for you.
And
so that's
at
how
home.
that one works.
All right. I thought that was kind of interesting. This is great. Coming up, Alex Heineman, CEO from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Arizona, will be in, and we'll be introducing to you another celebrity dancer, Phil Stevens, and his amazing pro dancer partner, Dre Caldwell. They'll be in coming up next. So stick around for that here on Leza Live. Right now, ladies, I want to share my wonderful experience with Prescott Women's Clinic with you. They helped me through both my pregnancies with exceptional care, but their services do not stop there. They offer comprehensive women's health care, including annual exams, family planning, bioidentical hormone replacement, menopause management, and more. 2 convenient locations in Prescott off of Willow Creek Road, in Prescott Valley on Florentine Road. Don't wait. It's easy to get the care you need today. Give them a call, 928-778-4300, or visit them online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. And we'll be right back. And we're back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. We should call this Dancing for the Stars Thursdays because Alex Heineman is back, the CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Arizona. So, summer
morning,
is in
Leza.
full swing at the clubs.
Yes, it is.
Busy, 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 huh?
Very busy.
Yeah.
So this week is a copy of last week.
Yeah.
We are going on a hike in about an hour and a half.
Nice.
Yesterday was archery, and tomorrow is mountain biking. So
How fun.
an adventure every day.
That's what the kids love,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we're
they
delivering
love
on it.
going to the clubs,
Yeah.
and we love that we have the clubs here in our community for our kids.
Yeah.
Very important.
Well, thank you.
And it's very important that we fund the clubs, and we do that through fundraising.
Yes.
Donation-based fundraising, and one of the biggest fundraisers for the clubs is Dancing for the Stars.
That's correct.
And we have a couple participants in studio with us this morning. Welcome. Is it Phil Stevens?
Yes.
Good morning,
Good
Phil.
morning.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
and
to meet you.
I'm happy that you have rose to the occasion and taken on the challenge of Dancing for the Stars.
My arm was twisted into the challenge, but
Just a tad.
Well,
I gladly accepted.
Yes. Well, I'm so glad you did. And why wouldn't you? You've got one of the best dancers in
Very true.
the Quad City area, Dre
Aw.
Caldwell. Good morning, Dre.
Good morning, Lisa.
So this is your third year?
Third year back as a pro.
Okay, back as a-
Fourth year back.
Okay, fourth year back, and you won the whole thing with Matt Broussard a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody will remember that huge production. Last year, you danced with Sherry Shaw, and
yeah.
that was an amazing production as well.
She
and
won
so,
best performance for that one.
best
Yeah.
performance. So, Phil, you are in great hands, and you have to know that.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have done it if she wasn't my pro dancer.
Right?
That's for sure.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? How long you been here? All the good stuff.
Sure. So I am a residential remodeling contractor here in Prescott. I own
Okay.
Ability Remodeling, and we are a design build remodeling firm. We work on, kitchens, bathrooms, additions, but all at a design build level. So a little bit more than just a general contractor.
Right.
I've been in the area for 10 years. Landed 2 kids here, brought 2 kids up. So
Okay.
I don't know if that's enough to be considered a local yet, but
Sure.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
so.
And you came here from where?
The North Valley.
Okay.
I lived there my whole life.
Yes.
Matter of fact, moved out of the house that I got married and moved out of the house that I grew up in, like same bedroom, same street, like my entire life.
Wow, that's amazing. What high school did you go to? down
Paradise
there?
Valley High
Paradise
School.
Valley. Okay, I went to Chaparral. So
all right down the
right in
road.
the same area. Very nice. And so when you were asked to dance for the stars, your first thought was
Oh, I didn't think they were talking about me.
you're like, are you talking to me?
It wasn't really an ask, Lisa. I sabotaged his bowling night over at the alley and just took over the mic like I am right now.
I love it.
And announced his name, and he wasn't really asked. He's just kind of told.
He was told.
Oh, I thought it was pretty funny because I saw him walk in and I
Yeah.
go, oh, he's here to push his stuff. It's
Right.
it's our last night of our league season bowling, and
Right.
he's probably going to make an announcement. And so I was sitting there getting my drink ready and about to bowl. And they're like, and this particular dancer doesn't know that he's dancing yet. And then I was like, oh, it's me. I turn around, my wife,
How did you
Dre,
know? How did you know?
Yeah.
You just
it
knew.
Oh, well, I mean,
His
look at the
family
bowling
was
alley.
there.
We had an entourage waiting.
I
Yeah.
love it. I
And,
love it.
But yeah, no, I felt like I was always gonna step up and do it. I
Yeah.
just thought it was gonna be on my own time. So I had
Surprise.
Sorry.
I just had a small funeral for all the plans I had for the summer.
Right.
And once I got through the mourning period, it was like, all right, Dre, let's win this thing. 'Cause
I love it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
that's what we're about.
That's awesome. I mean, when people are asked to do it and they say yes, it is just so wonderful. I'm
is.
sure the reason, for dancing had something to do with it. Since you have kids of your own, you know how important the clubs are.
Well, it's a little bit more than that for me.
Okay.
I constantly do things to push myself to show my kids that you're never done. I
Mhm.
rode a bull in a real rodeo with no experience in March.
Are in March?
In March. I
Is he-
just
is he
Isn't that
okay?
amazing?
Is
I
he
think
okay?
he can still dance.
I
didn't get a
decided-
physical.
I decided it was something that I always wanted to do. I
Yeah.
wanted to understand the culture at the first-hand level of experience, so I went and I did it. And
Wow.
it's the same thing with this. Is I want to show my kids that no one's on their deathbed and said they wish they watched more TV, played more video games.
Right.
I want to show my
Mhm.
kids it's all about doing hard things and putting yourself out there into levels, and experience comfort zones that you're not used to, and that's where you grow. Especially my kids. I mean, they have an awesome life, but they're really unchallenged in adversity. I grew up with a ton, and I didn't have to throw myself into it. I was born into it and,
Yeah.
and owned it. But I know that they're going to have to put themselves into hard situations to learn and grow. And what do? They're all in competitive jiu-jitsu and a bunch of cool things. So they're taking it and understanding what it means to get out there and do hard things. But this is just my next chapter.
Right.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That is awesome.
I love that. I love that. We have to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to know about your dancing experience, Phil. Because
Extensive.
yeah, we're all hoping. All right, that's coming up on Leza Live. Right now, I want to congratulate master jeweler Kevin O'Neill, celebrating 25 years at the Artful Eye Jewelers. Kevin started working at Artful Eye when he was just 18 years old and apprenticed under master jeweler Dave Rabellino. Dave says he was a natural talent to start with, great with his hands, and Kevin's truly has an artful eye. He's so great at looking at stuff that you don't wear anymore, maybe things that need repair or just out of style, and coming up with ideas and designs that you want to wear again. He is an absolute expert at this. And so I highly recommend that if you have stuff that you don't wear anymore, take it into the Artful Eye Jewelers and talk to Kevin and the team there. Ideas and estimates are always free. That's at the Artful Eye Jewelers, middle of Whiskey Row, downtown Prescott. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA, talking all things Dancing for the Stars. This morning, we have the CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Arizona, Alex Heineman, in, along with Dancing for the Stars champion for the children and dancer Phil Stevens and his pro dance partner, Dre Caldwell. Okay, so what is your experience with dancing?
So, believe it or not, I had never danced until 2 years ago.
Okay.
And my wife and I would go to Matt's and probably dovetailing onto one of Dre's line dancing events or something like that. And I'm not a jealous guy at all, but, the guy would come up and ask Maddie to dance,
Yeah.
and I had no problem with that, but I was just sitting there going, you know how much more fun it'd be if I just could learn the basics?
Right.
And I left unattended one day. This one girl came up and asked me to dance, and I said, I'm terrible at, I have no idea what I'm doing. She goes, neither do I. Well, let's figure it out together. And she was slow playing me. She was amazing. I've seen her in mats all the time after, and she's amazing.
She was doing
But it got the Velcro off me. I got off the wall, and it
Yeah.
was like, you know what? This is not so bad. And then I literally just watched YouTube videos
Yeah.
and said, I'm going to dance with everybody.
I love it.
And then there's something to learn from everybody. And I'm just going to get out there and do it. And I probably have, I don't know, 8 or 10 dance partners at Mats on a
That's-
regular basis.
that's
and we go out
awesome.
there
Yeah.
probably almost every week.
Okay.
Did you
It's
hear
our-
that, kids? YouTube teaches you things.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube
All the
teaches you
things.
everything. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
learning.
yeah.
Yes. Well, that's awesome. So you're comfortable on your feet and moving your body.
Yeah, I am a one-trick pony. We did go to a wedding not too long ago,
Yeah.
and this girl saw me dance, and she's like, "Oh, well, you must be able to dance everything." So then she's trying to tango and all this other stuff, and I
boy.
said, if you can country swing, I'll make you look great, but
Right.
other than that, it's not happening." So.
That's hilarious. Well, so are we to assume that you're doing country swing?
No way.
No way, Dre says, because you guys
Not
are
this year.
representing the 20s, right?
We are.
And so that's what, flappers and
That is
all that stuff?
That is the Roaring 20s,
Yeah.
the Charleston, Bee's Knees, Susie Q's.
Uh-huh.
It's very whimsical
Yeah.
and bouncy and a lot of cardio.
How fun.
cardio.
How fun. So have you started practicing?
We have.
Yes.
We
And
have.
what would you say? Does he have
Oh
two left
man!
feet?
Well, I knew, and I am not competing a production number this year.
Right.
So we got to bring the same level of intensity, enthusiasm, excitement that we would with a production of
Yes.
of 16 to 26 people, and we're doing it with 2. And
Yeah.
he is definitely the man for the job.
I love hearing that. Don't
Yeah.
you,
I
Alex?
do. I really do.
Okay,
Yes.
so he's bringing it. He's bringing
Yes.
the energy, and he's going to match your level of intensity.
Oh yeah, I mean he's doing great in rehearsals. He goes home and practices. I mean he's even writing notes, writes the steps down. So
I
I'm like,
love it.
okay.
Yeah.
And I
student.
mean he has just really contributed to the creative side of this, which is really awesome. So he's really been hands-on on all sides of the production side and the other side.
Well, that's
Made
awesome.
me cry.
But I was going to
Aw.
say, I was going to say,
You're doing good, man.
yeah, well,
Doing good.
After
Taking
all
it serious.
that, you better be awesome because I'm expecting
It's
a lot,
gonna be
aren't you?
awesome.
Right.
It's the first
Yeah.
number, and we're gonna
Yeah.
start the show off with a bang.
We are
Oh, are
opening
we-
with a bang.
Okay, so we're going to go
I think we
in
should.
succession,
Yeah. Let's
huh?
go. Yeah. It makes
Yeah.
it easier for me to figure out the order.
I think
Sure
that's
does.
great. Yeah. So you'll be the first. So that's the best place to be. I mean, get it done, and then get to enjoy the rest of the night. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
when I did it first season, and I think I was in the second half,
Oh yeah.
so
Uh-huh.
stressed out the whole first half, and so first is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get
Cool.
her done.
Dre, let's talk a little bit about you because
Okay.
you actually are a pro dancer. I mean, you
Yeah.
get paid to dance. You've been dancing your whole life. Tell
Yeah.
us, give us your resume.
Oh my goodness. Well, I started dancing when I was 8, competing at 9. I mean, the rumor on the street is true. I danced for Diana Ross at 15.
What was that
And
like?
then,
What was that
well,
like?
that was for Super Bowl down in Scottsdale.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was
Oh, wow.
big. And that's where
Right.
she made 45 costume changes right before everyone's eyes.
Yeah.
I started my career right out of high school and was on tour with Leonard Skinner, Twisted Sister, Usher. I've done everything from Magic to LA to Broadway to Las Vegas. And yeah, a little bit
how-
of this and a little bit of that.
So how did you end up here in Prescott, Arizona?
Well, this is my hometown,
Aha,
so
so you
I'm
grew up here.
I'm 3rd generation Prescottonian.
Uh-huh.
So there's just no place like home.
Right.
So once I retired from the entertainment industry, my focus really centered in on family. And once I had my little bundle of joy,
Yeah.
there was no place that I wanted to be.
Right.
So I moved back with her in 2019, and dance has found me a new outlet with Dancing for the Stars. And then I started the Liberty Line Dance Crew. That's our line dancing events that we do the last Friday of the month at the Boys and Girls Club, and also at Whiskey River Tavern. Every Tuesday we are stomping it out, and it is a party on Tuesday, 6
How
to 8.
fun.
It's getting really big.
Oh, it's huge!
I want to
It
know what your
is-
lifetime pedometer
Yes.
Yeah, what are your steps?
I mean, you've done probably several other lifetimes in
I
yours
know.
of
Right.
steps.
I have a lot of
Right.
different hats. I mean,
Yeah.
jack of all trades, master of none.
So Liberty line dancing, and
Yeah.
people can just show up and participate, or how
Yes.
does it work?
Yeah, I mean, you can hit me up online. You can find me on Facebook, Dre Caldwell, or Instagram, Dre Caldwell, and then I can add you to our Liberty Line Dance crew. It's usually every Friday, 6:30 at the Boys and Girls Club. But I also do a lot of different events. I'm opening for Tyler Grummensall on the Square this month on the 27th. So bring the family out and bring the kids, bring a chair, and bring your dancing boots, because at 5:45 we're line dancing, and then we're going to dance the night away with him.
How fun is that? That is so fun.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, like I said, you're in great hands. Yeah, and
No
you feel
disagreement.
that. You feel that,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing that's cool too is we were friends before this
Yeah.
opportunity
Oh,
came
nice,
up.
Nice.
So like, I mean, dancing
part of
can
the
be,
crew.
you know,
is
some-
he part of the crew?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of my
Oh, yeah,
men
come
in
on.
the
Yeah.
crew.
he was in Matt's performance actually.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Where have I been? Where have I been?
Well, he
That's
was in.
awesome.
You were in the back. You were. And
I
you,
was.
and you pulled Matt in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I also did a lift with a.
Yeah,
That's right,
He
yeah.
had he had a little dealy bop and jumped in for the line dance part. I'll never forget what Phil said backstage. He's like, "If we could just bottle this up,"
That's right.
because it is a level of intensity and it's just a lot of fun. That adrenaline that gets going right before you go out on stage.
Yes, yes, and you love that.
Oh yeah.
You thrive on
Oh,
it.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And you will as well, for sure.
I've never been afraid of a microphone. Stage might be a little different, but
You'll be fine.
This is awesome. We're talking with celebrity dancer for Dancing for the Stars Season 8, Phil Stevens this morning, and pro dancer Dre Caldwell, along with CEO of the Boys and Girls Club, Alex Heineman. Coming up on the other side, we're going to tell you how you can get behind this dance couple with votes, with sponsorships, with ticket sales, and also how you can help out the Boys and Girls Clubs at the same exact time.
That's right.
Yes, very cool. That's coming up on Leza Live right now. Have you ever had a dental emergency strike when you least expect it? Definitely not fun, but fear not, because Pro Solutions Dental Group has got your back and your mouth. Their experienced team is ready to tackle any dental dilemma, from sudden toothaches to knocked out teeth. And guess what? They offer flexible appointments to accommodate your busy schedule. Don't let dental disasters derail your day. Trust Pro Solutions Dental Group to handle it with care. Call them now and get back to smiling, 928-776-1208, or go online to PrescottDentist.com, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM, KYCA, talking about Dancing for the Stars to benefit the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Arizona. 86 days until Season 8 hits the stage, September 6th and 7th. And 2 different performances. Tell us about the 6th and what people can expect, and then tell us about the 7th.
Sure. Yeah. So we have 2 performances. There's no elimination round. Phil's only learning 1 routine.
Right. Thank God, right, Phil?
Right. Yeah. So it's the same show both nights. The first show is a little bit cheaper tickets, a lot of bit cheaper tickets actually. You can bring your kids and
Right.
and have a good time. It's actually our last dress rehearsal, right? So you may even see some behind the scenes moments of us editing some things. There's also special awards because the main awards are for Saturday,
Right.
but I also have awards for Friday.
Yeah.
So that the guests can have a
Like
great
what?
time
What
there.
kind of awards?
Well,
Can
there's
you
always
mention a couple?
there's always the seat filler. So the dancer that sells the most Friday tickets will get the seat filler. Right?
Nice,
And then there's the
yes.
show stopper. Whoever gets the most votes of Friday, like night of.
Right.
So every dancer's collecting votes throughout the season.
Yes.
But if you collect Friday votes, and our MC Lisa's really good at getting votes in
I'm
from the
trying.
guests.
I'm trying.
If you vote Friday, you're actually helping your dancer get a specific award that Friday night.
Right. Very cool.
So there's that little pocket, and
Yeah.
some of the dancers like to wait and sandbag, if you will, for that award.
Sure. Sure.
There's the showstopper, or I just said that. I'm sorry. The
That's
showstopper is the votes, and then there's the billboard dancer, the one who brings in the most sponsors,
Aha.
the one that has the most logos.
Right. Right.
Like
Very
a billboard.
good. And then moving on to Saturday, that's the main event. Starts with a VIP reception.
Yeah.
Before lots of lingering around in the lobby, and
Yeah.
we're gonna have catering by.
By Mr. Barry Barb,
Right.
Elgato Azul and Greenway
Yes.
Catering.
Yes, and the drinks are flowing, and it's a very fancy night. Everybody gets dressed up. Have you been before, Phil?
I have. It's a lot of
Yes.
fun.
Okay, so you've
It
experienced
is a fantastic thing. We are bringing
Yes.
back the blue carpet.
that.
I just bumped into Christopher Barrett yesterday, and he said, "We're taking care of it for you, and we'll clean
Nice.
it all nice and perfect." They have it rolled and secured at Barrett Floors, just right here,
Right
around
here,
the corner.
our neighbors. Yeah.
And so we'll have our blue carpet reception, photo opportunities, drinks, food, catering. We're actually decorating the sculpture garden of Yavapai College and opening up the party, both parties there. So the cocktail reception will have some of the sculpture garden, and then the after party after the show has a long pathway through the sculpture garden
Beautiful.
and a big party behind the pack.
It's going to be so
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
fun. And so you can get your tickets right now
You can,
because they
yeah.
are for sale.
Yes.
And you want to make sure you get whatever night you want
You
or
do.
both nights.
Yes,
Bring the
our-
family the first night, bring your love the second night.
Definitely.
And make it a date night.
Yeah, our top sponsors are in, and so
Yeah.
their seats are reserved. And what we want to do is make sure our guests are really getting their tickets early
Right.
because it fills up faster. There's 1,000 seats there,
Yeah.
but they fill up quite quickly.
Yes.
Especially with all of our sponsors graciously donating so quickly this year.
Absolutely.
So definitely get your tickets for Friday or Saturday. We have the full price is $250 with the cocktail reception, show, and after party,
Mhm.
or $175 for just the reception and the show.
Perfect.
So come on out.
And you can go right to the website, dancingforthestars.net, right?
/Phil.
/Phil, or you can just go to danceforthestars.net and look
Correct.
for Phil's picture. You'll see
Yeah.
all the dancers right there on the homepage, and you can scroll down. I think you guys are last on the page because I looked
Yeah.
at it
I
this
move it.
morning. Yeah,
I
You
move
them
everybody.
I was
around?
gonna say.
How
Yeah.
smart! How
Yeah.
smart!
I
Well,
don't
last
like
Shuffle
any.
'em around.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say last is best. I mean, I can say something
Well.
nice about each and every one of them, but
I'm sure.
you can scroll down, click on their picture, and it'll take you right to their page.
Yeah.
And right there, you can see how much money they've raised, and you can also purchase your tickets behind their
That's right.
name.
That's right.
So the money goes towards them and their efforts to raise funds for the clubs. You can also vote for them there.
That's right.
Yes, and you can vote as many times as you want.
You can. So voting is our unrestricted donating.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can't make the show, but you want to support the clubs or you want to support one of our dance teams, specifically Phil today,
Right.
you can vote. And voting is donating. We have even options for the tax credit amounts. If you want to make your individual or married tax credit, it's right there to vote. And if you if you just want to support the clubs and you don't really know what the event is, but you know what the Boys and Girls Clubs is, vote for a dancer. You're definitely
Right.
donating direct to the kids.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And you're also looking for sponsorships, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So you can be a sponsor of Phil and Dre or of any of the teams. And
Correct.
again, you're going to get tickets to the show.
Mhm.
There's a lot that goes with that $1,000 sponsorship,
we
right?
we take care of our sponsors very well.
Yes.
We make sure that our design features and our marketing ads are very great for all of our sponsors.
Mhm.
We're closing up the sponsorship on the print marketing in the next
Okay.
week or so. The dancers have been given a deadline this Friday, and I'm going to start curating. So if you want to sponsor and get on Phil's poster or the cast poster at a certain level, definitely reach out to us. We're not exactly collecting cash and checks specifically.
Right.
We're looking more for pledges and logos
Sure.
because we want to advertise the people that give to us.
Absolutely.
And we will reserve your seats with pledge forms, right? I
Yes.
don't need a check to get sponsor seats for you.
Right.
And we're humming right along.
Yeah, and you can get that sponsorship on that website
Everything's
as well.
on dancingforthestars.net.
Yes.
You can click sponsors, or anywhere where it says a sponsor button, it'll pull up our fillable form, and you can email it directly to any of the multiple emails on that packet.
Right, right.
And we'll all get it for you.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
When we come back from this quick break, let's talk a little bit about the budget at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central
Sure.
Arizona and where the money goes.
Sure.
All right. That's coming up next here on Leza Live on KYCA. Stay with us. And we're back. Thanks for spending time with us this morning. We appreciate it. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA talking about Dancing for the Stars to benefit the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Arizona. So raising a ton of money. I mean, we're at what, the $200,000 mark already.
Yeah.
And
Everything's going great.
Every single penny is kept right here
Yeah.
for the kids in our community.
Yes.
Tell people what you spend the money on.
Well, I'm spending it right now. I'm actually having a great time. We had a board meeting a few weeks ago, and I said, I think we're in a cash flow operation. And
Yeah.
everybody looked at me like we were selling blankets or something. And we actually are. Dancing for the Stars lines up with summer camp, which is our highest expense because we have full-time paid hourly people. We have twice the amount of kids, and we're
Sure.
open twice the amount of time. And so it really, really pushes the budget to its bounds, right?
Sure.
And now that we're 4 years past the pandemic, we're not really receiving any sort of federal or state grants to supplant us. So Dancing for the Stars is our operating gala, and it's actually our cash flow gala
Yeah.
because what Phil and the rest of the dance teams are doing right now as they raise the sponsorships, I'm turning right around and spending it on adventure program supplies and equipment and reservations for any sort of hikes or lake trips that we do, and it's just going to perpetuate into the fall.
Yes.
We've built it with our parents' scholarship programs and our membership guidelines so that the parents feel like they don't have to leave the summer day camp. They should stay for after school, even if they feel like they don't need our services.
Right.
We're not daycare.
Yeah.
We're day camp.
Yes.
And we're going to continue that atmosphere
Love
through
it.
the after school semesters. And so dancing's doing that for me. Like day in, day out,
Right.
money in, money out.
Excellent.
I'm paying my team and Phil drops off a check. I mean, it's really
Yeah.
a cash flow operation.
love
so
it.
It's great. It's feeling great.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, so what do you want to say, Phil, about people stepping up to get behind you and your efforts here for Dancing for the Stars?
Well, I've gotten to learn a lot about the program being at this level with it, and I know that my wife was the PE teacher at our kids' school last year, so she started asking around how many kids go to the Boys and Girls Club after school. And I think she was shocked by the amount of kids, just from Sacred Heart, a small school, how many kids are going to their program after,
Right.
and they love it.
Yes.
Like, they all say, it's the best part of our day.
Isn't that fun?
And
Doesn't that make you feel great, Alex?
Yes, it does.
Me too.
in a community like this where there's a lot of kids raised by grandparents or, whatever the life situation is at home, to hear a kid excited about a place to go and have a place to belong, I mean, that's super important. So if you can't get behind that, I mean, that's the most worthy cause in town. I mean,
I
that's
agree.
our future, and there's nothing exciting about getting the carpet replaced in his office. That's not what's happening here.
Right.
This is.
We replaced the carpet for the kids downstairs instead. Yeah.
But yesterday, he built an indoor archery range
Yes,
for
yes,
the
I did.
kids and had them do archery.
I
Yeah.
love it.
I mean, how cool is that?
That's so cool.
And then all the other things that he was telling me about, they're working on getting some kayaks and and a trailer and I mean, 5 minutes from now, he's going to be taking these kids hiking.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's great. It's absolutely great. And it's one of the things that makes our community so special. And the generosity of this community.
Very much
when
so.
they hear the need, that there's a need, they've got the call and they take care of it.
Right.
We take care of our own. And so with your business, I mean, shout out a challenge to all the other construction companies and design centers.
Well,
Yeah.
I will say there are definitely some names out there that have given some verbal commitments, and
Me and Phil are in your inboxes.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
great.
I wonder why they're not answering our phone calls anymore.
Well, just tell them if they don't get behind you, they'll be the ones dancing next year.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
should
there's
be the.
always
Tell them you're
that.
doing the hard part
There
for
you
them,
go.
and the easy part is just to kind of check
That's a
for
good
the kids.
prospecting idea, Leza.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean the biggest thing is we have our branding deadline, so you're gonna miss out on the marketing benefits,
That's right.
and if you're just okay with giving money without getting all the benefit, then that's fine too.
yeah, those
I'm
can go
cool with
towards votes.
I'm cool with that too.
But like you said, if you can at least get your confirmation or your pledge in,
Definitely.
we'll get the ball rolling.
Mhm.
Right.
Get the marketing in.
That's
so.
wonderful. Wonderful. Well, and we just have about a couple minutes left. Want to give us an idea of what you've got in store, Dre, for the big dance?
Oh, man. Well,
for-
I don't like to leak too
I
much.
know. Don't leak too much.
I
but
did
get-
tell you that we're not competing a production number.
Yes.
So it's Phil and I, we are doing the Roaring 20s, and
Yeah.
roaring it will be, but it does have a plot twist. So
it always
it
does.
always does.
Yes, super fun. Is that the best part, coming up with the ideas, or is it seeing it all come through
I
fruition?
think definitely seeing it come through. I
Yeah.
mean, the ideas come, and then you get into production and start building it, and there's always the, oh gosh, is this gonna work? Oh yes, it's gonna work, and trusting that. But
Yeah.
then once we get onto stage, and I think that's when it comes real for the celebrity for sure, is because a lot of times they just don't really understand what we're doing, and then we move to the stage, and it all starts to gel and
Yeah.
come together as a
Yeah.
production.
I have a little bit without giving away too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, so the first weekend, I found out I was a celebrity and she was my partner in our era. I mean, I came to her. I said, I have some ideas, but I don't want to step on your toes. Like,
Right.
I want you to be at the helm here because
Right.
you're good at winning.
pro.
and you're
You're
the
good
pro.
at winning.
And I don't want to
You
tell you
are.
what to do. So I said, just hear me out. And I word vomited all my ideas. And she goes, you're inside my head.
I
Like,
love it.
you're right there with me. And then I said, listen to this song. And she listens to the song, and I go, I know you're hesitating about something, but what if we have this workaround? And she goes, now I love it.
I
Yep.
love it. That
And
is
she had
great.
They're getting pretty creative.
Same
Yeah.
page, and
Yeah.
they're on
Yeah.
the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Oh,
yeah.
totally. It
Good.
was like, I mean, usually when I talk to my celebrity the first time, they literally look at me like I'm nuts,
Crazy.
like I've
Yeah.
lost my mind. Where I met with Phil for the first time, and I'm like, shut up. You're
That's
like,
great.
you're right there. You're in my
Ah.
brain.
Yeah.
Well, get behind this team and get behind the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Arizona. Again, the website is dancingforthestars.net. Thank you all so much.
you,
for
Lisa.
Thank you.
coming
Nice
in.
meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well. We'll see you back here tomorrow.